and Maxim Ram. This is the reason why into Corantayo. Alderene from Saudi as well, making his debut in the... He gets the slipstream. This is Safinkov on the inside of Dobshinsky, who gets airborne in spectacular fashion. Between the race leaders, this just a few moments ago out of San Donato. Slight contact between Francot and Rodella.
Oh, there's contact. That's Maschio. And that's suspension damage, and he's gone straight off at San Donato, and that's him out of the race. I'll be interested to see that again, actually.
Rise, and as the lights not go out, the road lights were still on, and I'm afraid that has caught out several drivers, including a pole sitter, Rumbo Pilling, who was being collected by...
Exit of it, but he's got Alex Bird queuing up behind him, and then Bianca Bustamante thereafter. This is the fight for 17th, 18th, 19th and 20th. Is off the road and rejoining, and contact at the top of the hill, and I'm afraid that was as Rowan Campbell Pilling rejoined the circuit. He had got a raft of cars, and that has caused a multiple car incident.
Close. And they're going, I can't believe it, going through into Slaughterback, a big incident and a big roll. Big roll. Oh, that is certainly...
Win this, and yes, I've been quick in the wet, but I can be quick on the dry.
The gravel should be able to return, but that's Ella Lloyd. So she started 5th on the grid, the 18-year-old, and has had a problem in there. By the look of things, we've got some contact further back, and it's going to be...
Did she get a little bit of help there? Oh my goodness, the wheel was off already. The wheel was off before she tried to turn in.
Okay, now what happens here? So there is Thomas Floor getting alongside the 87 car of Takeshi Kimura.
By the way, that is the sole Lexus in the race this afternoon after the elimination for the weekend of the number 78 car. He's gone, what's happening here?
I think he will know now. Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah, well, look in the rear view mirror.
Quite the clunk.
You and I will know that. Oh dear.
Yeah, that was quite the clunk. And quick recovery from him.
Baik oleh riders terbaiknya dari Padang. Oh! One by oleh tikungan ke-16 dari Pertamina Mandalika International Circuit. Oh! Dua riders terjatuh. Nampaknya Fadil Agasan.
Yeah, just into the last corner. Just losing the front end. It's textbook crash there. Same thing you did last year in the race. Just getting in there and just losing the front end. You know, and it slowed down into turn 2 as we see a rider there making that mistake there. Man, that's a fast crash through there on a big 1000. It's like he just ran out a little wide and was still leaned over. You know, when you run off get out in the rumble strips like that in the green, you got to kind of pick the bike up a little bit. But man, that was the tumble for Nolan and the bike. The crew's gonna have a little...
Come over, you crest the hill here at Coppice, and she's just offline, and as you can see, just goes into the gravel, and then a small crash there, nothing major, but it's just a case of now losing that time.
Rider Bashevsky's gone down as well. That's Nicky Tooney going through, and he clips Kaito Toba. Unintentional, but definitely the fin caused that, and surely that's going to be a penalty. Yes, he has. Boom.
Ouch. Yes, Kawakasula will be getting a penalty for that.
Nini, and there's Toba. What happens?
Oh dear,
oh dear.
Giannini tried, didn't he, to get underneath, and he just opened the throttle to block past. Yeah, just on the front brake. He turned in early. And as he turned in early, it looked like he was kind of monitoring the entry speed because it wasn't quite right, and the front just washed away from him. You could see that he was wide at Melbourne Loop as well. A replay on the brakes, classic, just on these bumps where he saw, oh no, a bit earlier. That was a bit of a misjudgment on the entry speed there for Alex, still on the brake.
This is what happened to Xavi Vierge on the Honda on the left-hand side of the screen. Oh, there he goes.
Classic, Goddard's.
Second crash the weekend there for Lowe's, and it's unfortunate for him. Yesterday we saw him have a bit of a clash with Remy Gardner down into turn 4, dropped all the way down the field. At the end of the race, his pace was actually pretty good. It was
Sarini, olha o Agostinho por dentro, o argentino ficou. Forçou demais, aí o momento da queda do Jovanes. Chegaram a se tocar os dois ali, foram os dois pra fora, mas graças a Deus tudo bom, tudo bem com eles, os dois já estavam de pé.
We had this at the top of Mount Martin. It was in there. Okay, this is the one part of the racetrack they wasn't able to work on, and the water doesn't run off here.
Olha lá. Repare só, rapaz. Olha, aí não teve jeito. Aí a moto se descontrolou.
Right, where's Evans? There he is, closing in on Volk in the background. And
let's have a look at that again. He's on the tail of Evans here. And just struggle for traction on that inside. As we see, we were saying about Lario Lata and get
absolutely deliberately. And then watch that, it was turn 3, wasn't it? Where they went down.
This is where the tactics start here for... Oh! Geiser went to the outside quickly, but then got it wrong over the tabletop. I think that was the same jump that claimed Valentin Guillot early in the race.
Feel good. Only 1/10 of a second off of Hammaker. Oh no, Hypus
he ghost rode his
off the bike and launches his bike off.
A lot of about also experience, but confidence, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Austin Faulkner.
That's year lacking a little bit of speed. However, he's only 2 points back. Whoa!
Whoa, some wild stuff going on further back.
Topping your screen. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Was as a rhythm lane next up. Oh! Yeah, I mean, just a racing incident. If one guy...
Verstappen eliminado junto con Checo Pérez
y cuidado
Carlos Sainz.
con el top 10 porque Checo también está fuera, Carlos está fuera.
Dive, you drop downhill really sharply and then the car just gets away from him.
Off the track. He starts to lose it. The rear of the car under brake, it's like he started to lock the rears, but he kept his hands on the wheel.
Half a second more. So high-speed weaving now, and then 150-meter lift into turn 4.
Let's have a look at Oliver Behrman. He got a penalty, 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. I believe on Lawson. So yeah, this was the spin round for Liam Lawson from Oscar Piastri, and he got a 10-second penalty. And Hulkenberg, usually so reliable when the rain has gone off. Can the leaders make it through? It's getting right on the limit. The race is interrupted with Esteban Ocon, the leader, but that is how easy it is.
It's telling us another big accident for the Williams team, who...
さあこれが三宅のオンボードです。ギアが出てしまいました。そのままスピンで
slightly out of alignment coming through here. There you go, there was the snap, and then from that point onwards he was just nothing he could do really. Actually lucky to not stuff it in the barriers, so at least safe. And then back up to speed, and here it is from his perspective.
Oh, it was
too much curve on the outside.
It was a great move, but he just clips Oshima as he spins around, and obviously everybody else...
A ver... No, siguió derecho. Siguió derecho. Cuando tenía que encarar a Ascari, siguió derecho Filippo.
But it was over in an instant.
Tanak! We said it! We said it was so dangerous! We've just...
Was to come on the day's penultimate test.
Turn 4, grab too much curb. And the consequences are there to be seen. Petro Pires.
Take a look at what happened. Oh, we're riding with Brian in his car. This is turn 5.
Oh.
Did he dip a wheel?
Yeah, to me it just looks like he just dipped the wheel into the gravel on the left there, and like you say, it just takes the tiniest little bit of gravel just to send the rear spin in there. So yeah, a bit of a heavy hit into the barrier there.
Sargent, who was trying to get the power down on the turf. Fourth lap, greasy conditions.
Uncharacteristic, so he's up on that curb on the right-hand side through the second last corner, and then it looked like the inside front was the first to almost a bit of a rubber line. Here we go here, so you see there.
So he's hit that curb in the fence on the inside.
Glenwood has turned in early, and because of that, he's made contact with the curb and the fence. Harry, unfortunately, nowhere to go, and the two of them end up in each other's act.
It's such a high-risk hole. He's hit the curb on the inside.
Yeah.
And has slammed it in, and that's a lot of damage on that.
He's on the outside. I think there's someone to his left. I think, yes, there is.
James Courtney,
And
I
that's
think it was.
straight in.
With the back of the car.
It's caused by that. So he made contact with the wall on the left-hand side, which slowed him up. And then Brody fired down the inside of turn 7. It all with Will. So he's trying to close that gap down, and then bang. But it looks bad for Brody, but it always does because not make contact. So who gets Wood? It's the lead shell car, isn't it? So that's Anton. I think you were right.
Yeah.
And that's on.
So they're investigating, obviously, 187 up there at turn 7. Whoa, baby. So have a look at it again to see whether that's verified. Was there, in fact, contact? Yes, there was. Round he goes. So, a incidence.
Now, this will be Cooper Murray. And behind was Cam Waters.
Have anything. They'll do everything to resist coming in. 15 laps remain. It's hardly a small journey.
Anticipating something here. Big punch of flame from the Automasters car, and Hollipop comes over. Oh, that was more than a bit of a nudge on the 90.
A different view of how that all played out.
Fans already giving a round of applause, doing the right thing, just pulling the arms back. From the three-time champ, climbing, tries to park it up on the curb. Davies, usually the other truck would get spun around, but not this time.
It was so special to him. He came into this last race on 11 points. It's 12 to get a win, so
His car can be removed. Another look at Alex Dunn slithering through there.
Fair play to Dunn, his reflexes were good. You saw him steer right as best he could. So even though he came across that car mid-act towards Police and then towards Moorish, on the brakes, down through the gears, second gear. Oh, into the wall goes Tappinen. And in he goes, and bang, right ahead of him. And Tappinen in the wall as well. So he got caught out, I think, by the pace of the car ahead. So that is one of the fancy drivers of the weekend. It was Marco Butti's Honda. And there you can see it, massive impact into the barrier, sort of understeers out wide, and the gap closes, but he just made...
Lands and snaps the other way.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, snapped a lot.
En reprise, on a eu quelques frères parce qu'on a vu ce genre de manœuvre se produire à plusieurs reprises.
Et ouais, alors.
That incident with Armstrong earlier.
Actually, the first hit a moment ago, followed by Ward, Armstrong, Lundqvist, and VK. What happened with Herta? Yeah, just a big over 3 and 4. Oh my God, right at turn in.
Full court here, full court.
Muito sério. Olha, alavancou na roda do Cassidy, mas o Santo Antônio segurou.
Ale, os carros já estão começando a vir para a boxe, começando algumas intervenções aqui, ok? Samuel Olive acabou de descer do carro e agora também encostou por...
Por essa imagem a gente tem alguma outra conclusão, ó. Realmente ele estava dando pé. Uau! E a chance desse carro voltar no Stanley era gigante.
Here we go. So this is the moment that took Antonelli out.
Oh, so yeah, steering arm then on the right-hand side.
Break into turn 1, brakes relatively early. Oh, but he
Yeah, Nico lost the rear of the car and it just hit the front tyre there.
Hulkenberg in the Haas. And in his attempt on the hard tyres, which would have been a bit colder, or with Alex Albon, and Alex Albon gets hit and spun round two.
Massively hit by Stroll.
Before it all went wrong at the start of stage 19.
Bang, there you go, that's what's caused the damage.
We're lucky to escape a wayward moment through Saholin Moxie.
A little bit of a moment for Sammy Parry straight onto the grass.